again, YouTubers. So I am sitting down today to do a video that I haven't done one in a really, really long while. I was thinking about it, and I think the last time I did one was in the spring before I left for the summertime. And it is a Flashback Friday video, and I used to go back and I try and do it every month, and I tried to like do a certain year and this, that, and the other. And I decided today just to sit down and do this for the fun of it. And I put into my search engine, LisaSz09 November favorites. And the first one that came up was from, let's see here, November of 2014. And I just figured I would go with it. First thing I will mention is the difference in my hair color is crazy. I will post something right here somewhere, but it was so dark. It doesn't look horrible, but I think this is a little bit better, but whatever. You know, we change, we go through different phases. It is what it is. That being said, I am going to jump right in and start talking about the favorites. One of the first things that I talked about was a foundation called the Lancome Nude Miracle Foundation. I remember really loving that foundation, and I had a couple different colors in it. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't really repurchase it. So I enjoyed it, but it wasn't something I was like, ooh, I need to get this again. So I never really did get it again. That being said, there is a Lancome foundation that I do use quite frequently, and I should probably use it like on a live video or something. Maybe this weekend I'll use it on a live, because I haven't used it on a live yet. And it is one of my favorite foundations. And it is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Foundation Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50. Oh, I didn't know it had a 50 in it. 50. 220 Buff is the color I wear. This is what it looks like. You open it up, it has a sponge in here, and then you open it this way, and the product is there. You use the sponge to tap into the product, and you apply it onto your face. And guys, it is awesome. I've already bought one refill of this, and I have another refill in there. It is interesting. It is so lightweight, but has amazing coverage. This stuff is really just a great find, and I'm really loving that. I've used it for quite some time now too. I did not have that on today. When I decided to do this, I had already put foundation on, and the foundation I put on is one that I've been enjoying right now, and is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream, oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil-controlling, photo-friendly. This is what it looks like. It comes in a tube that you just pump up. I have it in the color light beige, and this is more my color than I had been given one from Melissa Prada, and it was just a little bit too dark. It'll work for summertime, but this is the one that I am using right now, and really enjoying it. This does have a little bit of a thicker, heavier feel to it than the other one that I just talked about, but they're both really great foundations and great products. Next thing I talked about was a blush by NARS in the color Madly, and this is what it looks like. Now when you look at this, you go, and I think I even said this in that video, you're like, really? There is nothing special about that. It is a beautiful blend of a light sheen to it. It kind of has a mauvey undertone to it, but it has that neutral kind of bronzy look too. I do have a little bit on right now, but I didn't put much on. Let's put a little bit extra on. It just has such a pretty, you can use it with such a fluffy brush. It just has such, you can actually even use it like where you would put bronzer. I don't have much on today, but it just is gorgeous, guys. It is one of those blushes that I will never go without. I will use it all the time. It will always be in my arsenal, if that makes sense to you. The next thing I talked about was a lip liner, and it was Makeup Forever Aqua Lip. And I had gotten 3C as a free sample and really liked it. And then I picked up 1 and 2C. And I will say 2C is my favorite of all of them. I do like 3C, but 2 is definitely my go-to. So this is 2C right here. Let me see if I can find 1 and 3 and show you those real quick. 1 and 3. Yep, this is 1. 1 is more brown undertoned, and 3 is more, it's still a brown undertone, but it's more of a mauve to it. 2 is just a gorgeous in between. So I've got 1 over here, 2 in the middle, and 3 over here. So 1 and 3, 1 has more of a brown undertone, 2 is kind of like a pinky peachy undertone, fairly similar to Mac Whirl, and then 3C has more of a mauve undertone to it. With that being said, I still like them, still use them. They don't quite compare, nothing seems to compare to my Marc Jacobs Primrose. Let's, I'll swatch this down here to show you the difference in color. It's a little bit darker than 2C. So that's down there. So 2 is right there. It's the same color family, but a little bit darker than 2C. Then I also spoke about the NARS Audacious lipstick. I do still have this in the color Anita. I also have Barbara, but Anita was the one I was talking about in that video, and it is gorgeous. I don't know why I don't use it as much as I used to. It looks beautiful. It's a nice color. I've had this one for quite some time. It probably doesn't have a weird smell to it. I'll have to try it on my lips and see what I think of it, if it's gotten kind of cakey or anything like that. Today I have on one of the, it's called Touch in Soul Metallic Lip Foil in the color Penny. This is a sample one that I have on. I need to get a full size of that. Next thing I talked about was it was a concealer highlighter under eye brightener called I have to look at this, No Dark Shadows, in the color Wow, I think is the one I had. Wow, how am I remembering that? I think I might be right on that. Had a very pretty pink undertone to it, very brightening, very nice. I liked it a lot. I didn't repurchase it when I was done with it. Next thing I talked about was the KP Duty, what is this called? Dermatologist Formula, AHA Moisturizing Therapy for Dry Skin. It's just the lotion one. I still have this. I use these in the winter time. I don't feel like I need it as much in the summertime, but in the winter time, it really helps with, you know, your skin isn't out as much. It's kind of closed up. It starts to get like, you just need to exfoliate it more. It gets dry, dead skin cells, and this does amazing for that. I use it every single winter, and I use the scrub every winter too. Next thing I talked about was the Glam Glow masks. I got a set of them. I like them. They were good. Do I use them anymore? No. If I have a sample of it or something, I might, but it's just not something I repurchased. Then I also talked about the Dry Bar 3-Day Bender Curling Iron. And that was a curling iron that actually twirled around your hair and was supposed to be amazing. And I could not make it work for me. Could not make it work for me to save my life. It just was like horrible. But what I have been using this year so far is the Beach Waver. You can buy these at Nordstrom. I think you can buy them at Ulta. Somebody said Kohl's has them. I forget where else, but I have the Beach Waver Pro. The Pro version is just a longer barrel. When my hair was longer, I needed more length to it. It is what I used to curl my hair today, but I did it so that I kept the ends very straight and very blunt, and I just kind of wanted one wave right there, which is pretty much how it ended up coming out. I curled it with that, let it sit for a little bit, sprayed it, and then I brushed it out. I do use a little bit of volumizing powder in my hair. If I go like this, I get that volume back, but as it sits, it kind of goes down, but you know, that's how it goes. Then I had a couple of empties, nothing that I have right now. Whoa, that was a clap. I have some empties, but they'll be coming up at the end of the month in my favorites and empties video. But yeah, I just think it's fun to kind of look back. I find it interesting to see just how I've changed. That dark hair, man, I'm just looking at it on my iPad. That was some dark hair. Didn't look horrible, but I feel like this color just works better, especially with my hair short. I do not think I could do that darker color with my hair longer. I mean, with my hair shorter. It was longer at the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found out a little bit of what I thought of some favorites back from 2014, did I say? I think I said 2014, now I can't even remember. Was it 2014 or 15? It was 14. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's see here, what else I am wearing. On my face, I have the Peach Perfect Foundation. I have on Laura Mercier Loose Minerals. I have on, Glow Minerals Concealer under my eyes with the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. On my lids is Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Taupe. Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo in Auburn. The Urban Decay Ultimate Naked Ultimate Basics powder palette. I use this. I have a little bit of Marc Jacobs fine liner on my lash line because my lashes need to be filled this week. I did put on as well, where is it? Stila, what was this color called? I haven't used this in a really, really long while. Does not, in Topaz on my lower waterline because my eyes have been so red and irritated lately, guys. I needed something to brighten it. The NARS Madly blush that you saw, the Touch in Soul lip, and then I used one of these little Beauty Junkie lip glosses over it. Hair, I showed you how I curled it. Top is just a cute t-shirt from BP from Nordstrom. I love these tops. They're so cute and comfy. And that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions on anything you saw here, please let me know. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.